Hey there everybody, this is Shanigo, welcome back to the FireRed Randomiser Nuzlocke. Doing this one with post-commentary today, because I feel like it, and because I did this one like at the stupid o'clock in the morning, because I couldn't get to sleep. But yeah, this video is going to be slightly edited. I'm just going to be cutting bits of chaff out and such, but for the most part this video is going to be getting pretty much our encounters that we're going to be getting for this week, and a few other stuff as we advance through the storyline. We're just going to head through Celedon City, through I think it's Route 8 that we're on currently. The first two trainers that you see have the option of fighting either one of them. You will need to fight one of them. They are technically mandatory trainers. I chose the last for some reason. I really think that the old guy next to him is probably better because it's just easy to walk past him rather than walking around him like I did. But all the other trainers you actually basically go around the path and there's a bunch of other trainers around and you can easily avoid them all. Or you can just use cut here and yeah, go through all this all the patches of grass here. There's a bunch of items in here which is kind of what I'm looking for. I wouldn't actually expect in my encounter, but here we go. Our encounter is a coffin, which is nice. I actually used the coffin in my casual sword. No, I was going to say sword. No, I got shield version. I got shield version. I know I had both versions, but I got both versions because I was given one as a Christmas present at the time. But yeah, I've had a coffin before. They're pretty great to spec. I think they're great. It's the thing is with this one and with the Grime alone is that they're both like tanks, but I can never remember which one's the physical tank and which one's the special tank. And I keep thinking that Coffin's the special tank, and it's probably not. It's probably the Grime line. But as a TLDR here, I tried to put it to sleep with Lovely Kiss. It kept missing, and eventually Laffy got poisoned. What I probably should have done is potentially just switch to Anti here, get Dragon Breath and hope for a Paralyze, and then throw the ball. It probably would have caught even if it was awake anyway, but it was the thing is, even though we've got random moves, any mon can potentially have something stupid like Metronome or Explosion or Self-Destruct that can just cause havoc with whatever's currently out. But yeah, we name our coffin as I go through the random number spreadsheet that I had. I believe I named this one a Newcastle. Well, that's what the random generator spat out at me. So we're going to name it Newcastle. It's nothing against the town. It's not like absolutely polluted or anything. If I was going for that sort of satire, I'd probably said like some other town that's pretty much close to where I live. But there you go. We caught ourselves a coffin. So I just basically cut out me running back to the Pokémon Center in Lavender to heal and come back over here. Basically, like I said, I'm just here searching for items. I could fight some encounters here for levels because I kind of need them. I think the boss of the next gym leader, the boss monster of the next gym leader is 29, I think. We're not going to be doing that. We're probably going to be doing that this week, but obviously not in this video. But yeah, nothing really else to say. I'm just basically looking for items. I know there's items here. It just looks really obvious, and unfortunately, just getting. I don't know. It's just bad luck with the encounters of encounters. I mean, I would have really loved this Bagon, but at the same time, I already have a Latias, so I'm kind of happy with the Dragon type that I currently have. So yeah, I decided to just leave at this point. I don't think there's any more items here. Like I said, the rest of the trainers here you can actually easily dodge past, so you don't actually have to fight them. To the left there's actually the entrance to Lavender City. The thing is, we can't actually get in there just yet because the guard will just say, "Hey, I'm thirsty," and because I'm thirsty, I'm probably cranky, and I don't want to go nobody's going anywhere. So, yeah, that's basically what we do. So we have to go through this underground path again. Probably should have fast forwarded like properly rather than just in bursts like that. There's probably also items in there, but I don't exactly know where they are anyway. And that was Route 7. It's just like that one literal screen there. We will be going back for the encounter there later, but we're in Celedon City. It's the biggest city in the... I think it's either the biggest city or the second biggest city, but next to Saffron next door. There is actually a bunch of stuff we can do here. Quite a lot of it we're going to be doing in this video anyway. First off, just gone past the big old Celedon City store. On Route 16, here we are actually going to get our encounter here in a minute. But firstly, I want to get something else, and that something else is the HM for Fly, which spoiler alert, is going to get taught on Circuit because who wants to see a star me fly me across the universe? It's going to be quite fun. Kind of fumbled around with the menu here and fairly certain I did. Accidentally going like, oh yeah, I put NC delayed for the encounter. But I just went, yeah, I'm going to teach Fly to Circuit now, and I misclicked and just nearly taught Enterprise Fly, and then I quickly noticed where I was and like, don't do that, and then I started flying around with the controls because I'm a bit stupid. I think I went to the left of the house, by the by. I think like my hidden item, my internal hidden item sensor was kind of like pinging like there's a hidden item there somewhere, and yeah, there probably is, but I can't really be at this point in time since I went through all of Route 8 to find as many of the hidden items there. Then I just couldn't be looking for the items there. The two guys that are at the top of Route 16, they're actually added to with this particular version of, well, not this particular version of the game. Well, they are in the vanilla version of FireRed, but that's a double battle, and I don't really want to fight that. But anyway, here's our encounter for the route. It's a Kingler. You can also get the Snorlax at the bot that's underneath, and it's kind of mandatory. It's a mandatory static Pokemon, so that's actually being counted separately. Because I believe it's also randomized. I don't know. It might be randomized. It might not. I mean, if it's not, I'm happy to have a Snorlax. But if it is, I'm interested to see what it is. But yeah, I was kind of fearful that NT a second Dragon Breath would kill, because I'm fairly certain Dragon Claw would definitely have killed it. I went for Dragon Breath, hoping for the Paralyze for an easier time. Turns out I didn't particularly really need it. So we actually caught the Kingler, and I ended up naming this one Glasgow because, again, like I said, I'm using a random number spreadsheet to generate my names from a list, and that's what it came up with. Not really got, like I said, there's no real like reason for me to name them as such, but hey ho, what do you know. But anyway, back in Celedon City, we're going into the Celedon apartments. We're going to have to do this twice, but I'm here for the tea here. This is a key item. Basically, this is going to let us get into Saffron City because it's something for the guards to drink. In the older games, the red and blue, you had to go to the Celedon department store, which I think is where I'm going right now, to go ahead and buy one of the drinks on the very, very top floor to give to them. But there's actually an exploit you could do with, I believe it's Stadium 2. You could actually get a freshwater and transfer it to a Generation 1 game that's actually at Celedon at the moment, and you can actually skip going all around Dark Cave and all that by just having a water early. But anyway, TMs. There's actually stuff here. There's actually good TMs here. Well, Shockwave and Air Release are arguable, but they're kind of like never miss things. But they do actually sell a TM that has Earthquake, which is really nice. Gonna spoil it for now. Nothing on my current team can actually learn Earthquake, so that's a thing. Also, you notice that the team thing didn't get updated from last week. Obviously, Enterprise is there and not Marblehead. But yeah. Also, Curcio isn't here. She's kind of been replaced by Circuit while I fly around and do things. So I'm getting shoppings here. Just a bunch of super repels, a bunch of great balls. I think I got some super potions here, and it's kind of like silly because we're going to get lemonade soon. We can get lemonades here, which are better and cheaper. Now, I remember that one of the guys here gives you the tutor for, well, it should be counter, but instead it gives it psychic. So I had a quick think about who to give this to, and I decided on Enterprises getting psychic. I know it's got a decent moveset as it is already with Dragon Claw and Dragon Breath, but Confusion is definitely not going to cut it, so gotta do that. The second thing is also Enterprise's base special attack is I believe it's 120 while Abuse is only 100. So yeah, better special attack and such. So yeah, gonna deal with that. Hopefully, maybe soon we'll find like something to give to Mew. It's kind of getting to the point now where the moves it's currently have kind of starting to wane a little bit. And yeah, Boomerang's not the most reliable thing to have as far as ground type movers go. But yeah, I'm just dotting around with the department store here, and on the very top floor there's a little girl there who's complaining that she's thirsty, but it's kind of a similar thing to the original Red, Blue and Yellow, but this time she will actually take the soda pop, lemonade and a freshwater and give you TMs. Again, these TMs are randomized. I believe they're different TMs, but one of the amusing things that it did, actually, in Red and Blue, one of the TMs that you get from this girl is the TM for Ice Beam, and I get the TM from Ice Beam from her here as well, which is actually really nice to have. I didn't realise I'd gotten like a bunch more soda pops and such. So after I sorted this out, I wanted to go and just like buy a ton of lemonades and fast forward it through, but you can't just keep mashing A because it's just going to default back to freshwater, so I had to slow down and do that, and eventually I got bored as soon as I ended up with like 5,000 Pokédollars. And also I kind of ummed and ahed about selling my super potions, but they're better off being used rather than the ones that I currently have. I might as well use as opposed to just like selling them for money. It's not really that worth it. But yeah, at this point you really should like not be using not buying super potions, buy lemonade instead. I think lemonades are slightly cheaper and they heal 80 points of damage rather than the 50 that supers do. I know they've nerfed these in later generations, which is kind of sad, but there we go. So I decided I want to get out here and then start playing with the controls again. And then I decided, you know what, maybe I should check the TMs that I got, see if anybody can learn anything that I got. And like I said, this is kind of where I found out that nothing can particularly learn Earthquake. Kind of things like Shockwave though, and I gave it to Laffy for Well, I said I wanted to give it to Laffy for coverage. And also because she really needs a move that's not water. Shockwave's perfectly fine for her, because anything that she can't really hit super effective with electric, I can just crab hammer instead. So yeah, I get rid of Muddy Water. I mean, Muddy Water's slightly more powerful, but like standard wise, but the fact that crab hammer can get is a high chance of a crit ratio, as high crit ratio, I think that would probably end up doing more damage in the long run. Ice Beam, only my Paris can learn it, which was kind of amusing. I don't think anything that I would want to have for against Paris I can't really do anything with, so we have that. And then Aerial Ace, only Sandy can learn that, which is kind of sort of unfortunate, but like I said, use base attacks, she's base 100 across the board, so and it bypasses accuracy checks. So yeah, something nice to have. And yeah, I got rid of Boomerang. Like I said, it's kind of waning off at this point. And like I said, I got Earthquake, hoping that somebody would on the main team would learn it, but no, nobody learns it, which is kind of unfortunate. And I know more that I'm going to be getting soon. I can learn it, but that's because it already knows it. And I believe we're going to be getting that Pokemon right now. Yes, we are. So if you go to the back of the apartments, you can actually go up all these stars, and at the top of the stars there's another building, and in this building normally you would find an EV, but it's randomized EV, so it's changed to something else. Also, the thing of the black ball's been changed between red and blue, and this game, I think it told you about status elements in the old games, but in this one it tells you about the wireless adapter, which was a new thing for this for these games specifically. But yeah, the EV is a Marshtomp, which I nicknamed Scharnhorst, but it's kind of shortened out because Scharnhorst is one letter too big for the nickname, so we have that. I should also note that I do recall that we do have a trade for the Marshtomp for a Pidgeotto back in Cerulean, and if I'm going to do that, the answer is technically no. What I'm thinking of doing is, if I'm using the Marshtomp, which I had a look at, like I said, spoiler alerts, this is the thing that I mentioned like not too long ago, where I said it would, like, it has, I think it would learn Earthquake, but it already knows it. This thing already knows Earthquake, which is pretty nice. It's stabbed, it's super good, and I think I might just use it probably over, well, the other two waters that I currently have. But yeah, I do have the trade for Pidgeotto. I think what I'm going to do is that if Scharnhorst is still a Marshtomp when she dies, I will trade it. I will trade the I will trade it for the Pidgeotto, and the Pidgeotto will go in the graveyard instead. But yeah, again, this is kind of the case of there's probably a hidden item here and there is not, which is like not the best of deals. So I ended up going looking for a couple of other hidden items. Actually, no, I'm gonna show off the way to the gym first. Basically, you kind of need something with cut to actually get to the gym, and pretty much the quickest way to get to the leader, you also need cut. So Circuit's kind of going to be staying around for a while, right around here, or at least until the gym is done. But yeah, the old guy is still being a pervert, saying the gym's full of women. Man, the gym in Cerulean is kind of like full of women in swimsuits, so what's the big deal? And more hidden items here. Then I realised, oh, it just leads over to where the game corner is. And somebody stole a Silph Scope, whatever that is. I'm pretty sure we need that soon. Well, I've played this game before, I don't really need to spoiler it, but yeah, we're going to be hitting the Soul Scope soon. But before that, it's the Route 7 encounter, and it's yet another starter. This time it's the Generation 3 Grass Starter for the it's the second stage Grass Starter as well. One Dragon Breath, got the Paralyze, and then I just threw a ball at it and caught it. It's fairly simple, but it's fairly simple is what I want to say at least, because yeah, I do this silly thing here where I kind of misclick between saying yes and no, and end up not actually nicknaming it. It's a case of oh no, but anyway, because I never said anything about not using the name Racer, and to be fair, it kind of gives me the excuse to show where he is, because we can actually access him. But yeah, he's in Lavender Town. He's in this second building here, the two that are merged together. So basically you show him a Pokemon, he says, oh hey, you can change the nickname of this, do you want to do it? But it's basically, you can only do this with Pokemon that you actually have owned and caught. So yeah, I already did the random generator for this, and it went with Iron Army. It kind of suits Grovyle, I guess. But with that out of the way, there is a couple of things I kind of also want to do now that I fly. I can actually get to places a little bit more conveniently. Because I recall Randomiser City has a guy here. He normally teaches, I believe it's Dream Eater he normally teaches, but you need Cut or Surf to get to him. But it's kind of one of those lucky breaks that I was hoping to have. He teaches Psybeam, which I straight away give to Mew. Because Mew needs it. I can potentially give it to Enterprise. Enterprise doesn't need it. Enterprise is Psychic. So yeah, I don't matter what to get rid of. Alright, I got rid of Screen for I realised. I thought I got rid of Boomerang. In this case, I probably get rid of Boomerang now then. Do I, or am I still Omega-naring? I still need Future Sight in case of Shedinja, because I don't have anything that actually murders it super effectively. And like I said, Boomerang's kind of wearing thin. So Psybeam for the stab hit there. Last thing really I'm doing here is in Beauty City. You remember when I couldn't get to somewhere in here? Basically over there we need Cut to get that, and we now have Cut. So we can go into the back of the Pewter City Science Lab, and there's a Mewtwo here. He normally teaches you Seismic Toss, but instead he teaches Takedown. I thought, maybe I could. Let's see if anybody interesting can learn it, and then I had a look at who can potentially learn it, and then I kind of like decided against it. Kuroshio maybe, but I don't know whether I'm going to be using her in the imminent future. But the main reason I'm here is to go talk to this guy who gives me the old Amber, which we'll revive later. Like, as soon as we get to the place where we can revive fossils. But yeah, at this point now I've pretty much done everything I really wanted to do. Like the next major thing that I need to do is like all the Game Corner stuff, the Celedon Gym. But while I have the tea on hand, I may as well give it to the guards in Saffron so I can get access to Saffron and do things there. There's nothing I can actually do until I actually deal with like the Game Corner stuff anyway, so there's that. So what I've gone and done, absolutely last thing in the video anyway, is I put Marblehead in the day card so she can level up. It's like while I'm walking around. I'll come back for her eventually. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Ciao!